Hello everyone. Today we'll be going through Cambridge IGCSE Mathematics Paper 4 Extended 058042 October November 2020. Question number 1. Carol traveled from London to Johannesburg and then from Johannesburg to this location. So this is the journey. The flight from London to Johannesburg take this much time. The average speed is this one. Calculate the distance traveled from these two between these two locations. Give your answer correct to nearest 10 kilometers. So we know speed is equal to distance over time, and we can find distance is equal to speed multiplied by time, and speed is provided, which is 813 kilometer per hour, and this will be multiplied by the time taken, which is 11 hours and 10 minutes. So we can write 11 hours and 10 minutes. Now rest is just multiplication, and we can use calculator for time calculations also, and this is 813 multiplied by 11 hours and 10 minutes, and this will be resulting to this much, which we can change into decimal, 9078. So we can write here 9078, and this will be rounded to 9080, and our answer will be 9080 at proper place. And this is 3 marks question, very easy, straightforward, just we have to apply the formula. Now the total time for Carol's journey from London to this location was 15 hours and 42 minutes. The total distance traveled between these two locations was this much. So this is the distance traveled. Calculate the average speed for the journey. So average speed for the journey is required, which we can find. Again, speed is equal to distance over time, and we can write the distance. Distance is 10260, and divided by time, which is 15 hours and 42 minutes, and calculation will be with the help of calculator. So fraction 10260, and this will be divided by 15 hours and 42 minutes, and this will be equal to 653.5, 653.5, so 0.5, and we can round it to 654 kilometers per hour. 654 kilometers per hour will be our answer for this part. Now question, same question, part second. The cost of Carol's journey from London to this location was $470. Calculate the distance traveled per dollar. Distance covered per dollar. Distance covered is what? 10260 is the distance covered, and dollars spent are 740. So this will be equal to, this calculation will be 10260 divided by 470. This will be equal to 21.82 or 83, 21.83, and we can write answer over here 21.8 up to 3 significant figures. Calculate the cost per 100 kilometer. So total distance is 10260, and if we change into 100 kilometer format, because we require 100 kilometer cost per 100 kilometer of this journey, and we have to answer correct to the nearest cent basically. Now this distance, if we divide by 100, we will get 102.6, and this one will be like $470, which is spending, will be divided by 102.6, and this will give us answer, which will be 470 divided by 102.6, and this is equal to 4.58. So answer will be 4.58. We can write $4.58 per 100 kilometer will be our answer. Now C part, Carol changed $300 into Namibian dollars, and the received amount is 3891, and we have to show the conversion. $1 is how many Namibian dollars? So this one we can divide this 3891. We know this is lighter currency and this is heavier currency, so we will divide, and per dollar rate we will get. So this will be equal to 3891 divided by 300, and this will be equal to 12.97. So 12.97, this will be the conversion rate, 12.97. Hopefully you got this. This is 1 mark question, and we can write here answer also 12.97. Now this one, question number 2, is transformation question. This is very interesting and easy question which we can go through. Number 1, it is saying describe fully the single transformation that maps triangle T, single transformation that maps triangle T onto triangle P. So T onto P, T is over here and T is this one, P is this one, and if we check this corner, like over here, this corner, and this corner is moving to this one, so 1 unit right and going to this one, so 1 unit to the right, and 1 2 3 4 5 6 units -6 will be down. So our answer will be in format like 1 and -6 will be our answer, which will provide over here. That will be in matrix form 1 and -6. It means x value is 1, 1 unit right, and -6 means 6 units down. So this is basically the transformation which we have done. And second part is reflect the triangle T, reflection of triangle T in the line x is equal to 1. So line x is equal to 1, we will be checking where is the line x is equal to 1. So first of all we will erase this working and we can start new one, which is x is equal to 1 will be this line, x is equal to 1. So I'll use red color so that you can uh, understand properly. So x is equal to 1 is this line, and we have to transform this T triangle, and this point will be 1 unit from the red line, so 1 unit over here, and this vertex of the triangle is 1 2 3 4 units from the red line, so 1 2 3 4 units this mark, and 1 unit above will be this mark, so we can write over here, and we can now draw the triangle, and this will be the um, reflection of the triangle T. And now we can draw this triangle. Hopefully you are understanding each and everything, and this will be the translated triangle which we have shown over here. And so this part B1 is done, this part is done. Now we can go ahead with the second part, which is saying rotate the triangle T through 90 degree and anti-clockwise about, this is the origin. This is basically the center of rotation, 6 and 0. So first of all, we'll mark the point 6 and 0. So we will reach to 6 and 0, and for that one I will erase this working. So I will erase this one, and now we can rotate this 6, and it's 6 and 0. So 6 and 0 will be this point. This point is 6 and 0, and we have to rotate this anti-clockwise, 90-degree anti-clockwise. So we will be considering all the points. Like for example, we can first consider this point. If I just redraw, so we can redraw this over here. This will be and 90-degree will be anti-clockwise, will be this direction. So you can see we have changed this point. We have rotated this point over here. Now similarly we can rotate 90-degree. I'll change the color so that you can identify, and this point also 90-degree we can rotate, and this will be reaching to this point. So this point will be rotated over here, and now we have to rotate 90-degree. I will change again the color. So this will be this point, and we have to rotate 90-degree, and 90-degree will be basically this one. So 1 2 3 4 units. So from here this will be 1 2 3 and 4 units, this one. So this will be the 90-degree rotation. So you can see green color lines are this one 90-degree, and if you check blue, this one is also 90-degree, and a red color also, this one is also 90-degree. So all three are making an angle of 90-degree. So we got all 3 points of the triangle. Now just we have to join them to get the rotated triangle, and this is what we are joining, and we are joining like this one. So this is the rotated triangle. So if I fill it, this one is basically the rotated triangle, 90-degree rotation anti-clockwise about the center of rotation, which is 6 and 0. And this is the diagram which we have done for this second part. Now B3, enlarge triangle. Now we have to enlarge triangle tree by a scale factor of -2, and center of enlargement is 1 and 0. First of all, we will reach to 1 and 0, and 1 and 0 is basically this point. I will mark for you, and this is 1 and 0, and I will erase this previous working so that we cannot be confused. So this is basically the center of enlargement, and we have to draw we have to draw -2. Basically enlargement is -2. So first of all, I'll draw 3 vertices and lines passing through 3 vertices, and first line I'm drawing over here. Hopefully you are interestingly understanding everything. I'll extend this line a little more so that we can easily get the point, and this is basically the line extended. Now the second line which we can take is from the other vertex, and this should also pass through the center of enlargement, and this will be passing through this point, and hopefully we are getting right correct things. So I'm trying to be as accurate as possible. So I've extended this, and now we can change the color also, and this one, so we can see the third vertex. I will draw the line through the third vertex also, and this is passing through this line over here, and I will extend this a little more because we require extended line over here. So I have drawn up to this one. Hopefully this will be sufficient. Now this one -2 from here, from this point, if you check, this vertex is 1 unit diagonal wise. So on the same red line we will be going 2 units because double, right? So on the other side, so T is on the other side of the center and we are marking on the other side over here. So this will be 1 mark, and this will, the other is like this mark I will identify. And so its space is 3 units, so 1 2 3 4 5, and this will be the mark for this vertex. And next is basically 2 units above, so this will be uh, next we can take 1 unit. Basically over here we have taken 1 mark on this one, and on green also we required, and green is 1 2 3 4, and this side will be 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 and 8. So this will be the mark. Hopefully you understand everything. Now I will be finally drawing the triangle, and this is the triangle which we are getting. So I will this line, and there this line also we can join. You can see all the points, all the vertices are coming on the same lines, same color lines, right? So this one also is done. So we got this. So our triangle is which one? So if I fill this by color, so this is basically our uh, triangle, which is with scale factor -2, scale factor -2, and scale factor is -2. So one side of the center is this triangle, and on the other side of this center of enlargement is this. So that's why we are taking minus sign. This is center of enlargement. Hopefully you are understanding each and everything, and this is done. Now we can go ahead with question number 3, and question number 3 is saying Beth has invests 2000 at a rate of 2% per year compound interest. Calculate the value of this investment at the end of 5 years. So at the end of 5 years we have to calculate the his investment. So formula I will write for the compound interest. You should know the formula. A is equal to, amount is equal to principal amount into 1 plus r over 100. So I will write on this side so that you can see properly. A is equal to P into 1 plus R over 100 raised to the power T. This is time duration. So this formula we will be using, and in this we will be replacing the value. Invested, this principal amount is 2000. So amount will be equal to 2000 and into 1 plus rate is 2%, so 2 over 100 raised to the power T. Time duration is 5 years. So now rest is just calculation. So we'll open the calculator, and this calculator is very nice. You can use this calculator also. So basically 2000 2000 and multiply by 1 plus 2 over 100, and this will be power 5, and this will be equal to 2208. So 2208 2208, and approximately equal to 2210. So our answer will be 2210. Hopefully you got this. Now second part, calculate the overall percentage. Overall percentage percentage increase in the value of Beth's investment at the end of 5 years. Now percentage increase is required. How much is increase? So increase we will calculate like 2210 minus the original amount, which is 2000. So this is basically increase. So increase is this much, so this will be equal to 210. So 210 is increase against 2000. To calculate the percentage, we will multiply by 100. So this will be percentage increase, and we can calculate this. So this will be 210 over 2000 and multiplied by 100, and this will be equal to 10.5. So 10.5% will be our final answer. 10.5% we got this. Now next part, calculate the minimum number of complete years it takes for the value of Beth's investment to increase from 2000 to 2500. So how many years it will take? For this is like easiest way to solve this question. This is like a tricky question which is always disturbing to the students. And what we can do, we can this will be the amount which he will be having. 2500 will be again same formula. If I write again that one, a is equal to principal amount into 1 plus r over 100 raised to t, the same formula. So this will be basically, we can box it. So this will be 2500 will be equal to principal amount. So to 2000 will be the principal amount into 1 plus 2 over 100 raised to the power n. So this n value we have to calculate. The simplest way, if I'll tell you, is this one. So just type this equation. 2000 is equal to this one. 2500 is equal to 2000, and multiplication we can write 1 plus 2 over 100, and this one will be bracket close and raised to the power right here x alpha x, because we cannot write n. Now after typing this equation, press shift and solve. For x is equal to, type here 1 and press equal to, you will get 11.26 or 11.27. So 11.27 is the answer which we got. Now for this is basically the answer. So n is equal to 11.27. So we can write n is equal to, like, approximately, you can write here approximately equal to 12, and answer is 12. Now the question is that this is 3 marks question, and maybe examiner will be having objection that you have written only one step and you are claiming for the 3 marks. So what you can do, you can do some working, like for example 2500 divided by 2000. You can shift this 2000 to other side and write here 1 plus 2 over 100 and raised to the power n. Just one step you have added, and this will be like more than sufficient. And even you can do some cancellations, like for example cancel these 2 zeros with this one, or further step also you can add, but you know that this is the final answer which you have already calculated, so this will be more than sufficient for your answer. Now B part, the population of a village decrease exponentially at a rate of 4% each year. Population is now 255. calculate the population after 16, like calculate the population 16 years ago. So now this is like depreciation or exponential decrease. The same formula, we are just changing a sign. A is equal to P into 1 minus R over 100 raised to power T. This is basically the formula which we will be using. Now we can use the same formula, this one, and 255 will be the final amount which they have already given us, and this will be equal to principal amount which we have to calculate, 1 minus 4. See, in the formula it's minus. In case of decrease or depreciation or loss, we are just subtracting, like using negative sign. So this will be 4 over 100 raised to the power 16. Again, you can do the same thing. You can use this 255 and alpha, this one equal to P, or we can write here X, which is this one, and into bracket 1 minus 4 over 100, and this will be equal to raised to the power will be 16. And now press shift and solve for x is equal to 1, and this will give you 490. So we can write answer P is equal to 490. But again, this is 3-mark question. We will have to take care of examiner's requirement also. So what we will be doing, we can shift everything to other side. So P is equal to 255 over, we can write 1 minus 4 over 100 raised to the power 16. That's all. This is more than sufficient for your 3 marks, and this is done. You can write here answer as 490. Hopefully you understood this question as well. Now we can move to the next question, which is very interesting and important, and graph cumulative frequency graph question. The height h centimeter of each of 120 plants is measured. Cumulative frequency diagram shows this information, and this is the graph provided, and this side is cumulative frequency and this side is height in centimeters, and a part saying use the cumulative frequency diagram. We have to use this diagram. Without using this diagram, we cannot just estimate. So we have to estimate from the cumulative frequency diagram. First of all, the median. So for median, what we will be doing, we will be taking the middle value, and middle value, because this total is this total is 120, so half of 120 we will check, and half of 120 will be 60. So we can mark here reference point. So reference point I will be marking over here, which is 60. It's a little low, so I will redraw this so that it should be accurate. And keep in mind, these questions, graph questions and cumulative frequency questions, require a lot of accuracy, so you will have to be careful for the results of this. So this is basically the mark which we can join over here. So this is 20 and 30. So in the middle of 20 and 30 is 25. So we can provide answer median as 25. So it's 1-mark question, but we have shown this working at the graph is showing, is reflecting 25. So this reference is very important. You will have to give this reference. Okay, so A part the interquartile range we have to find. For interquartile range, we have to find upper quartile minus lower quartile. And what is upper quartile? Upper quartile is 75th percentile. So we will calculate 75% of 120, which will be equal to, we can calculate this. This will be 75th percentile of 120 will be equal to 90, so we can calculate 90. Basically we'll check the reference for 90 reference will be this one, and now we have to draw the line. We have to join the line over here, and we have to check for the reference also, and this reference we can draw from here, and this will be the reference. And you can see this is 30, 31, 32. So 32 will be upper quartile value, and now we can check for the lower quartile. To calculate lower quartile value, what we can do, we can calculate lower quartile mean 25th percentile. 25th percentile of 120 will be equal to what? 25%. So this will be basically 25% of 120. This will be equal to 30. So this is 30. We will check the reference for 30. 30 is over here, so we will move and check the value for 30. So 30 will be from here. We can take the reference, and this will be from here, so we can check. This is 22, so this value is 22 lower quartile. So upper quartile is 32 and lower quartile is 22. So this value we can write here for this one 32. We can write 32 minus 22 will be equal to 10. This is what we have taken from here, from the graph. So 10 will be our final answer. Then they are saying 60th percentile. 60th percentile also we can check from this graph. 60th percentile will be 60 over 100 into 120, and we can cancel this 0, we can cancel this 0, and this will be equal to 72. So we'll have to check reference for 72, and 72 will be this point, and we can draw line for 72, and this is the line. Now we can check reference from this side, and this side will be this reference, and this is basically 25 is this red line, then 26, 27. So 27 will be this 27 is basically this answer, 60th percentile. Then they are saying the number of plants, so this one, number of plants with a height greater than 40 centimeter. So height greater than 40 centimeter, we'll be checking the reference for that height also. So we can check that height for 40. This is height, and this side we will be just marking a line, and this will be the line which will be taking reference, and we'll go up to the curve, and this curve will be giving us this one. So now we can check for this one. This will be over here, and we can check from here. This is 100 and 100, and this up to this one is 110, 112, 114. So this is 114. So 120 minus 114 will be the value which is upper. So 120 minus 114, we will do 120 minus 114. This will be equal to 6. So our answer to this part will be 6. Hopefully you understood this also. Now we can move ahead with the B part, which is the information in the cumulative frequency diagram is shown in this frequency table, and cumulative frequency diagram is shown in this table, and we have to estimate the mean height for estimation of mean height, what we'll be doing, first of all, we need, because this is a range, so height, we will find the midpoints, and 10, midpoint of 0 and 10 will be 5, and midpoint of 10 and 20 will be 15. We are writing here midpoints, and midpoint of these two will be 25, midpoint of 30 and 50 will be 40, and we'll write here. Now for estimation of the mean, we have formula, and formula is sigma fx. Basically f should be small, so sigma fx over sigma f. This is the formula for mean. So we will be using this formula, and for that one, 5 multiplied by 2, so we can write over here mean will be equal to 5 multiplied by 2 plus 15 multiplied by 18 plus 25 multiplied by 62 plus 40 multiplied by 38. So this is sigma fx, and this will be divided by sigma f, and sigma f is what, 2 plus 18 plus 62 plus 38. This is the sum of frequencies. Now we have to calculate, and for calculation, for simpler calculation, what I will do, I will add these things first, like 2 plus 18, denominator I'm adding, and 62 plus 38, and this is equal to 120, so we can write here 120, and numerator we can separately solve, because this is lengthier calculation, so we should be careful that this is not having any mistake. Otherwise we'll have to redo all this lengthier calculation. So plus this one will be 25 into 62, and plus last one is 40, and this will be multiplied by 38, and this will be equal to 3350, so 3350, and we can reduce this fraction basically up to this one, and now we can divide this answer by 120, and this will be equal to 27.92, or basically we can write here 27.9 as answer. And then next part, second part is saying a histogram is drawn. Histogram is drawn to show the information in the frequency table. The height of the bar representing the interval 10 to 20 is 7.2 centimeters. This is basically, they have given us the reference for calculating the multiplying factor, and calculate the height of the bar representing the interval 30 to 50. So we will be utilizing this 7.2, and this is basically, we can calculate frequency density first. So we know frequency density is equal to what? Frequency density is equal to frequency divided by class width. So this is basically the formula. So for 10 to 20, if we check for 10 to 20, this is 18. So 18 divided by 10 to 20 will be, class width will be 10, so we can write here 18 divided by 10, so this will be equal to 1.8, and we can calculate the multiplying factor by dividing this 7.2 divided by 1.8 will be equal to what? This will be 7.2, and divided by 1.8 will be equal to 4. So multiplying factor is 4, which we can use for this case also. 30 to 50 is what? 30 to 50 is 38, and so we can calculate 38, and class width is 20, so we can divide basically 38 divided by 20 will be equal to how much? This will be 38 divided by 20 will be equal to 1.9, and 1.9 we will multiply by 4, and this will be multiplied by the multiplier. So 1.9 into 4 will be equal to 7.6, and our answer will be 7.6. This will be the height of the bar. Hopefully you understood this. Now question number 5. Ahmed sells different types of cake in his shop. The cost of each cake depends on its type and its size. Every small cake costs X dollars and large cake costs 2x plus $1. A part, the total cost of 3 small lemon cakes. So 3 small lemon cakes and two large lemon cakes is $12.36. Find the cost of small lemon cakes. So let us suppose small lemon cake as X. So small lemon cake, we can take it as X. So X, we are taking 3 small lemon cakes, so 3x plus this will be large is costing 2x plus 1, and we are taking 2 large cakes. So 2 multiplied by 2x plus 1. So this will be equal to how much we spend? 12.36. So we can write 12.36. This farming equation is basically a difficult task which you should practice, and once you are done with the equation, then just you will have to simplify the equation. 3x plus 4x plus 2, I'm just opening the bracket, is equal to 12.36. It means 7x is equal to 12.36 minus 2, which is equal to 10.36. So x is equal to 10.36 divided by 7, and this will be equal to 10.36 divided by 7 will be equal to 1.48. 1.48 will be answer, $1.48, which we have written. This is 3 marks. Just up to equation is like if you are committing mistake in forming equation, then it will be problem. Otherwise it's straightforward question. The cost of 18 small cakes. Cost of 18 small cakes is the same as the cost of 7 large chocolate cakes. So find the cost of small chocolate cake. So we can form the equation basically. 18 small cakes mean 18x minus 14. This one will be 14. X is equal to 7. 14x is equal to 7. So 18 small cakes is the same as the cost of 7 large cakes. So basically we can write this equation and just simplify this one. This will be 4x is equal to 7 and x is equal to 7 by 4, which we can write it as 7 over 4 is equal to 1.75. So this will be $1.75. This one. The cost of 18 small chocolate cakes is the same as the cost of 7 large chocolate cakes. So this is how we have written the equation and solved it. Then next comes C part, the number of small cherry cakes that can be bought for $4 is the same as the number of large cherry cakes can be bought for $13. So 4 uh, the number of small cherry cakes. Small cakes will be $4, 13 cakes. So we can check this one. Basically we can write the equation. So $4, for small cherry cake, so we can write 2x plus 1 for this one is equal to 13, and large cherry cake, so we can write x, and this will be equal to 8x plus 4 is equal to 13x, and this will be 13x minus 8x is equal to 4. So this will be 5x is equal to 4, so x is equal to 4 over 5, and this one we can simplify. 4 divided by 5 is equal to 0 0.8, 0 0.8, and $0.8 will be our final answer. So next is Petra spends $20 on small coffee cakes. So small coffee cakes, spending $20, and 10 large coffee cakes. Total number of cakes is 45. So write an equation in terms of x. So first thing we have to write equation, and then we have to solve the equation to find the cost of small coffee cake, and we have to show our working also. So $20 and number of cakes will be what? Will be divided by its unit price, which is x, and similarly $10 divided by its price, which is 2x plus 1, and total spending is how much? $45, which is given over here. So this will be the equation which we have formed. Now we have to simplify this equation. To simplify this equation, we can basically take LCM also, or we can just multiply x into 2x plus 1 into 20 over x, this one. So the simplest way, basically, if I'll explain, so what I will be doing, I will be writing this technique you can use for all these type of fraction questions. So I will be writing first in brackets this one, and is equal to 45 also I will write in brackets. Now after writing this in brackets, so whatever this denominator and this denominator, I will put with all of them. So I will write here x and 2x plus 1. I will write here x into 2x plus 1. So 2x plus 1, and similarly x into 2x plus 1. After writing this one, now cancellation part. This is cancelled with this. This can be cancelled with this. And after this cancellation, the equation we will be getting is 20 into 2x plus 1 plus 10x and equal to 45x into 2x plus 1. You can see that we got rid of denominator. There's no more denominator. Now we can simplify the equation. We can multiply this as 20 into 2 will be 40. So 40x plus 20, and this will be plus 10x is equal to 45 into 2 will be 90x squared and plus 45x. So this will be our equation. Now we can send everything to the one side. So 90x squared plus 45x and minus 40x minus 10x minus 20 is equal to 0. So we have sent everything to one side. Now 90x squared, and this will be 50 minus 5x, and next will be minus 20 is equal to 0. Now we can take 5 common, so inside will be what? Inside will be 18x squared. We can take 5 common, and this will be minus x and minus 4, and this will be equal to 0. And we know 5 is not equal to 0. So what we will do, we will write 18x squared minus x -4 is equal to 0. Now the simplest way of solving quadratic equations, you can use mode 5 3, and coefficient of x square is 18, coefficient of x -1, and the constant value is -4, and this will be equal to this one 1 by 2 and -4 by 9. So x is equal to 1 by 2 and x is equal to 4 by 9, -4 by 9 basically, -4 by 9. Now we can write intermediate step for examiner. So this will be 2x, we will change sign to -1, and this will be 9x plus 4 is equal to 0, and we can double check 18x, and this will be 8x, and this will be 9x. Yes, so everything is fine. Now these are basically, now you can see this is negative value, and we are calculating what? We are calculating x value, and x value is basically x value. Write an equation in terms of x, solve this equation to find the cost of a small coffee cake. So x value cannot be negative, so we will reject this value, and our answer will be this one, which is 1 by 2. So we can write answer as 0.5 or 1 by $2. Hopefully you understood this. Now question number 6. Question number 6 is probability question, and this is red, yellow, blue, blue, yellow, and this is also blue. So the diagram shows six dices. So each dice has a color and a number. So color also and number also. One dice is picked at random. Write down the probability of the disc. Basically these are discs, not dice. So this is the disk has a number 4, so probability for 4, because 4, there are two 4s, so it can be out of 6 is the total, so it will be 2 out of 6, which we can write as 1 by 3. So 1 by 3 will be answer for this one. Next is the disk is red and has a number 3. So disk is red and has a number 3. Red and number 3 is there is no disk with number 3. So probability for getting this will be 0. Now the disk is blue and has the number 4. So blue with number 4. So this is blue 4. This is red 4 basically, not blue 4. So this is blue 4, only 1 out of 6. So our probability of getting this will be 1 out of 6. Right, properly. So 1 over 6 over here. Now next part, two of the six discs are picked at random without replacement. This is very important, without replacement. So find the probability that both discs have the number 3. So number 3 is 2 times, so we have this one number 3, this one number 3, and this one number 3. So what we can do, we can write, first one will be 1 out, basically there will be 2. So 2 out of 6 will be probability for the first one, and for the second one, because we are not replacing, it is without replacement, so 1 is gone, so remaining will be 1 out of total. Now total is 5, so we'll calculate this, and this will be equal to what? This will be equal to 2 over 2 over 30, or we can simplify it to 1 over 15. So this will be 1 over 15 will be answer for this one. Now we can calculate, both discs have the same color. Both discs have the same color. Now if we check, same color possibility is basically blue and yellow, because red is only one, so red cannot be have another one, so it's only one. So yellow can have two and blue can have two. So for yellow there are two, so first will be 2 out of 6. So first probability will be 2 out of 6, and the second because this is without replacement, so second will be 1 out of total will be 1 less, so it will be 1 by 5. And the second chance and second probability can be of what, of basically yellow, because not blue, so blue are 3, so yellow we have already written, so blue are 3, so it can be 3 out of 6, and the second one will be 2 out of 5. So this one we have to calculate, we can calculate with the calculator. So this will be what we can check for this one. So this will be 2 out of 6 and multiply by 1 out of 5, and this one plus this will be 3 divided by 6, and next multiplied by 2 out of 5 and put bracket, and this is answer 4 out of 15. 4 over 15 will be the probability. 4 over 15, this will be our final answer. It's basically simple probability, you need to practice, and this is 3 mark question. It's not this part is only this one part is 3 mark question, this one was 2 marks, so you can see this, these are like good mark questions. This one is the total probability question, if you check, is 3 4 5 6 7 8, and still it is continuing 9 10 11, so 11 marks question is from probability. So this is good if you are practicing probability, that will be paying you in exam. So next, C part, discs two of the six discs are picked at random and without replacement. Find the probability that both discs have the same color. Both discs have the same color. So same color can be because we are replacing it with replacement, we are putting it back, so it even one will also be can be having chance to get again. So like for example, there is only one red, so for red also, because we are taking red out and putting it back, and the second time also will be having chance of getting red again, so we will be having now three combinations. One is 1 over 6 for red, and second again 1 over 6 because we replaced it, we have not this is not without replacement, this is with replacement. And second can be 2 over 6 into 2 over 6 again, and third can be plus 3 over 6 into 3 over 6. This will be the probability which we will be calculating. Now 2 out of 6 and 3 out of 6, why we have taken 2 out of 6 and 3 out of 6? 2 out of 6 is for yellow because there are two yellow, this one and this one, and 3 out of 6 because there are 3 blue, so that's why we have taken 2 out of 6 and 3 out of 6. And then next is just simplification, which is 1, we can write first, for example, 1 over 6 into 6 will be 36, and plus even we can remove brackets and write 1 over 36, plus this will be 4 over 36, and plus this will be 9 over 36, this will be 14 over 36, 14 over 36, and now we can cancel this. This will be 2 7s are 14 and 2 18s are 36, so our answer will be 7 over 18. This will be our final answer. This is again 3 marks question. Good. So we are done with this question. Question number 7. This equation is provided and we have to complete the table. The first task is to complete the table. So what we can do, we can use calculator. The easiest way is just type the equation, and that is what, alpha x squared, and plus this will be 1 over x, which is this one. Now we can calculate for anything, like for example for 0.2 we will check for this value, we will check for this value, and our calculator we will say this, we will press this calculate button, calculate for x is equal to 0.2, we should get 5, we are getting 5.04, so we are getting very close answer. So for 1 we have to calculate, now we'll press calculate for x is equal to 1 and this is equal to 2, so this value will be 2. Now we will calculate for 2. Now we'll press again calculate for x is equal to 2 and this will be equal to 4.5. So our answer for this one will be 4.5. You can see by the help of calculator we have done this very easily, and this is just 2 marks question, basically just for 2 values which we have done with the calculator easily. On the grid, draw the graph of this one ranging from here. The graph is this one for this has been drawn. So basically we have to draw these table of values. We'll have to identify those points. So first value is this one, 0.2 and 5. So 0.2 and 5 will be this point which I have marked over here. Hopefully you are understanding. Next value is 0.3 and 3.4. 0.3 and 3.4. I will take help of the scale. 0.3 and 3.4 will be this mark. Now next value is what? 0.5 and 0.5 and 2.3. 0.5 and 2.3 will be middle of this. Okay, good. Now next value is 1 and 2. So 1 and 2, 1 and 2. This is basically 1 and 2. Now next value 1.5 and 2.9. 1.5 and 2.9 will be over here. By the way, you must have subscribed the channel. I just think that you should subscribe so that you will be getting so many videos which I'll be preparing for past papers and topics also. So next is 2 over 4.5. 2 and 4.5. 2 and 4.5 will be this mark. Carefully, you will have to mark carefully everything. Next, last value is 2.5 and 6.7. 2.5 and 6.7 will be this mark. Now after marking this one, we have to draw a smooth curve. Basically, this is the task, to draw a smoother curve. I will try to draw as smooth as possible. This one like this. Okay, done. So this is almost good, but with pencil and paper you have more control, so you can draw better. This is also not bad. Next is what? Next is, after drawing this, they are saying C part. By drawing suitable straight lines on the grid, solve the following equation. This is basically y is equal to -2. So our equation is y is equal to -2. This one we can draw on the grid, and y is equal to -2 will be over here a little above. So -2, if I draw y is equal to -2 will be this line. So now it is intersecting, like it's in between 0.4 and 5, but it's closer to 0.5. So x value is 0.5 if I just take the reference from here. So it's minus 0.5. So our answer will be over here, which we can provide as minus 0.5 will be our answer. And next thing is this one. This up to this one is our y value basically. So we can write this as y plus x minus 1 is equal to 0, or we can write y is equal to minus x plus 1. Now we will be drawing this line, and to draw this line, plus 1 mean y intercept. So y intercept is plus 1. So plus 1 means this is passing through this point which I have marked for you. Now, and the gradient is -1 because coefficient of x is -1. So -1, we can go 1 unit right and 1 unit down. So this will be the second point. and we can draw a straight line passing through these 2 points. And if we draw straight line passing through these 2 points, it will be intersecting the curve over here, and we can extend a little over here. So we can check the reference of the x value, and the reference of x value will be over here, this one. So this is basically minus 1.9 or 1.8, basically 1.8. Minus 1.8 will be our answer, and we can write here minus 1.8. Next, k is an integer. K is an integer, and the equation, this is y portion, y is equal to k, has three solutions. Write down a possible value of k. So if we check this graph, so up to this line, see, uh, above this line, I'll draw this line so that you can see. This line is intersecting at 2 points. So this line is basically intersecting the curve at 2 points. So above this line, we can give any value like y is equal to 3 or 4, 5, 6, whatever. So we can provide up to basically 3, 4. I'm giving basically 3. Okay, I will give y is equal to 3 or k is equal to 3. So k is equal to 3. We can provide answer. Even 4 also will be correct. Now this is question number 8, circle theorem, and keep in mind this is not to scale, and we have to find they are saying the points A, B, C, D and E lie on the circle PAQ is the tangent. So PAQ, this one is the tangent to the circle, and A and circle at A, and EC is equal to EB. EC is equal to EB. So what we can do, we can mark this is equal to this one. Okay, this is the information which we got. Angle ECB is equal to 80, which is mentioned. ECB is 80, and angle ABE is equal to 40. AB is equal to 40. Okay, good. So this one is 40. They have provided us this one is 40 and this one is 80, and these two informations are provided. Then they are saying what? Find the values of this one, x, y, z, everything we have to, v, x, y, z, we have to find. V, W, X, Y, and Z. All these values we have to find, and each value is for 1 mark, so you'll be getting 5 marks for this. Now, as we know that these two sides are equal, it means what? It means their opposite angles will also be equal. So if this side is 80, so W will also be 80 degree. So we can mention, first of all, we got W value, so we'll write here 80 degrees. Then what else we can figure out? We can figure out other angles also, and other angle will be what? This is basically, if you check, this is V. I'll change the color so that you can see. This is V, and this is equal to the remote angle of this one, triangle. So this is also 40 degrees. So V is equal to 40 degrees. So I'm mentioning here 40 degrees. So we got this second angle also. Now what else we can find? What else we can find? We can find basically this angle as well. So this angle will be, so two angles are 80 plus 80 will be 160. So this angle will be 20, but this angle is not required. We have written this. Okay, so now if we check this, and what else, basically this one is 80 80. So if we check this AECB is cyclic quadrilateral. So in this cyclic quadrilateral, these two angles are opposite angles. These are opposite angles of a cyclic quadrilateral, so they will be adding up to 180 degree. So if one angle is 80, the other one will be 100, so y will be 100 degrees. So we can mention y as 100 degrees. Two angles are remaining, x and z, so we will be checking for that one. So this is we can figure out the other angles also. Mm, Basically this angle is 40 plus 80, so we can figure out these two angles also. uh, the these two angles, I will change the color. So if this one, these two opposite angles of cyclic quadrilateral will be adding up to 180, and this angle is what? This angle is 80 plus 40 is 100, 100 and 20, 120. So this angle will be, this complete angle will be 60. Out of this 60, 20 is gone, this 20 is gone, so remaining angle will be 40. This angle will be 40 degree. Now we got this angle, and now we can figure out ED is this one. So ED is this, so we are looking for X and Z. So in X and Z, so we can on see this one, E is this one and A is this one. On this arc there are two top angles. One is this X1 and the second top angle is this 40 degree, this one. So these top angles will be equal, so it means X is equal to 40 degrees. So we got X is equal to 40 degree. We can mention over here X is equal to 40 degrees. Now only Z is remaining, so Z can be found like for example this will be, so Z will be, if we check this angle which is Z, so we can take this angle Z, and this angle which is 120 are opposite in a cyclic quadrilateral. So this side is 120, so this will be 60 degrees, so Z will be 60 degrees. So finally we got everything. This is 60 degrees, so all required angles we have calculated. Now B part, diagram again is not to scale, and they are saying in the diagram KLM lie on the circle and center O. Angle KML is equal to 2x. KML is this angle, so I will change this. So this one is basically 2x. So if this is 2x, it means this will be double of 2x because it is angle at a center. So this will be 4x. And further information which they have provided is reflex angle QL is equal to 11x. So reflex angle is 11x. So this is basically the reflex angle which is 11x. So we can calculate, basically reflex angle will be 11x plus 4x. This will be angle at the center and this will be equal to 360 degrees. So this will be 15x is equal to 360 degrees, and we can write x is equal to 360 divided by 15 degrees. So 360 divided by 15 will be equal to 24. So this will be equal to 24. X value will be equal to 24. Hopefully you understood this also. Now we can move to the next C part, and C part again it is not to scale and circle is provided, and in this circle they are saying the diagonals of the cyclic quadrilateral ABCD intersect at X. So this is the point X where they are intersecting. Explain why triangle ADX. ADX is basically this triangle is similar to the triangle BCX. BCX is this triangle. So they are saying these two triangles are similar to each other. Give a reason for each statement you make. So for each statement we have to provide a reason. So what we can do, we can say different angles. For example, see this angle. Oh, sorry. Okay, this angle is equal to this angle. They are opposite angles basically. So we can write angle. So angle AXD is equal to angle BXC. This one. Reason will be opposite angles. Now this one we can say this angle is equal to this angle. This angle is equal to this angle because they are on the same arc AB. So we can write angle ADB is equal to angle ACB, and we will say this is angles on same arc. Angle on same arc AB. Okay, next, third angle is what? Third angle, this one, if I change the color, so this angle will be equal to this angle because they are top angles on arc DC. So we will write angle DAC. DAC is equal to angle DBC. DBC, and we will say again angles on same arc, and arc is what? Arc is DC arc. Now all the three statements we have written, so we can say that we can say triangle triangle ADX is similar, so or is similar to triangle BCX, and the reason will be what? Angle postulate, right? Like this. Hopefully you understood this section. Now second part, they're saying AD is equal to 10 centimeter, BC is equal to 8, BX is equal to 5, and CX is equal to 7, and we have to calculate DX. DX is AD is equal to 10, so if we write AD is equal to 10, so this AD is equal to 10, and BC is equal to 8, this one is equal to 8, and BX is equal to 5, BX is 5, so this one is equal to 5, and CX is equal to 7, so CX this side is equal to 7. So this is the information they have provided, and we have to calculate dx. We have to calculate dx, yes. So dx, now we can write the ratio basically 8 over 10. The ratio between these two will be equal to ratio between these sides, this one and dx of this one. So we can write this 8 over 10. 8 over 10 will be equal to 7 over dx. So 7 over dx. And this implies dx is equal to what? 7 into 10 over 8. This will be 70 over 8, which is equal to 70 over 70 divided by 8 will be equal to 8.75. So answer will be 8.75. 8.75 we can write it here. This is done. Then calculate angle BXC. Now BXC angle is what? BXC. So basically this angle is required. This one. This angle is required. This one which I filled. So we can use cosine rule. Cosine rule we can write cos of BXC, cos of so we have to find this angle basically over here, and cos of BXC is equal to, we can take both sides 5 and 7 and minus will be third side, so we will write equal to 5 squared plus 7 squared minus 8 squared divided by 2 into 5 into 7, and this will be equal to what? We can calculate this. This will be fraction, and 5 squared plus 7 squared minus 8 squared and divided by 2 into 5 into 7, and this will be equal to 1 over 7, basically 5 square plus 7 square minus 8 square divided by this is equal to 1 over 7. So angle BXC is required, which is equal to cos inverse of 1 over 7, and we can calculate shift cos of answer, and this will be equal to 81.786. 81.786, and this will be this one. So 786. So we can write 81.78 or 79 also you can write like this. So this is 4 marks question, and the previous one was 2 marks. This is also easier question. Now here comes question number 9, which is basically drawing is provided, which is also not to scale, and this is 3D drawing, and we have to find what the diagram shows: a prism with the rectangular base. This is rectangular base. The cross section ABCD is a trapezium. AD is equal to BC, and AB is equal to 8, GH is equal to 5, BF is equal to 12, and angle ABC is equal to 70 degree. This is 8, this is 12, and this one is 5. This is the information provided, and calculate, A part is calculate total surface area of the prism we have to calculate. Now what we can do for the prism, basically we can find the area of base first, and base we have length into width, so area of base will be equal to what? 12 into 8, so this will be equal to 96 centimeters square. Now area of top also we can find, but yes, we can find. So area of top will be equal to 5 multiplied by 12, which is equal to 60, so 60 centimeters square. Now we need this perpendicular height, and this perpendicular height we can join this one over here, and uh, we know top one is 5 and this bottom one is 8, so difference is 3, so half is on this side and half will be on this side. So if we compare upper and lower, this will be 1.5 and this will also be 1.5 length. So if we take this point as P, this point as P, so PB will be 1.5. Now we can find basically we need BC. BC side is required. So BC side is required to find area of this side, which is uh, slanting side. So BC we will be calculating. So we can consider this triangle, basically this triangle we will be considering, and in this one PB over BC will be equal to cos of 70 degree. Cos of 70 degree. Now we can PB is 1.5, so BC is equal to 1.5 over cos of 70 degree. So we can write this BC is equal to, we can write 1.5 divided by cos of 70 degree. This will be equal to we missed bracket basically. Cos of 70 degree, this is equal to 4.38 or we can write 4.39. So 4.385 I'm writing. And then this is basically BC, and now we can write the slanting sides. So that will be area of the slanting sides will be 2 into 4.385 multiplied by 12, and this one we will calculate. This will be equal to 4.3, this whole number, this decimal value is there, so I will multiply this by 12 and then multiply by 2 also, and this is equal to 105.257. So 105.257. Now this is all, two slanting sides are covered, so four sides we have covered. Now remaining side is cross section side, and cross section side will be what? Trapezium formula we will be applying, that will be 2 basically half. 2 will be both sides, multiply by area of trapezium is half into A plus B into H, and A plus B is what? 5 plus 8, 5 plus 8 which is 13 into H, and H value is PC. PC value we don't have, we have to calculate PC value, and for PC value we can basically calculate PC value, we can calculate by this one, and PC value will be PC over, if we see the triangle PC over BC will be equal to sine of 70 degree, and BC is 4 point this, so PC is equal to 4.385 5 and sine of 70 degree multiplied by this. So PC will be equal to what? PC will be equal to 4.385 multiplied by sine of 70 degrees, and this will be equal to 4.120, and this will be basically over here will be 4.120, and what we can do, we can shift this a little down so that we can make a space for this, so over here. Now we can calculate this value by the help of calculator, and this will be 5 plus 8 will be 13. 13 multiplied by 4.120, and this will be equal to 53.56. 53.56. Now we'll have to add these values, and these four values we will add, and we will write here area will be equal to 96 plus 60 plus 105.257 plus 53.56, and we can just add this. So this will be 96 plus 60 plus 105.257 plus 53.56, and this will be equal to 314.817. So 314.817, and we can write approximately equal to 315. This will be centimeter square. Basically this will be the area which is required for this prism, and we can write here 315 at the proper place. Now next they are saying the perpendicular from G on to EF meets EF at X. So perpendicular is meeting at X. Show that EX is equal to 6.5. So perpendicular from G on to EF. G on to EF. G on to EF. G onto EF, if we draw, this will be the perpendicular, this one, and we have checked this is 1.5 already, we have checked, so this is 1.5, and total length is 8, so 8 minus 1.5 will be equal to 6.5. This is just a simple question, 1 mark question, so we can write 8 minus 1.5 is equal to 6.5 centimeters, and this will be equal to X. This is done. Now calculate AX. AX is what? We will check from the drawing. AX is what? So this point is basically X. Now we will join AX. We can draw this AX like this one. So we have one side as 6.5 and this side is 12. So by Pythagoras theorem we can find 12 and 6.5. So 12 square plus 6.5 squared we can calculate over here. So AX will be equal to AX is equal to under root of 12 squared plus 6.5 squared, and we will be calculating this one, and this will be root of 12 squared plus 6.5 squared, and this is equal to 13.64. 13.64 will be our answer which we can provide over here. Hopefully you understood this. Now after calculating this AX, we have to calculate the angle between the diagonal AG and ABFE. So we will check diagonal AG, and so we can find diagonal AG. We have to draw, and that will be this line. This is the diagonal, and we have to find for a diagonal will be, we have to find what, we'll go through again the question. It is saying calculate the angle between the diagonal AG and the base ABFS. So this one. So we have basically we have calculated this base and we have this height also. So PC basically we calculated over here, PC this one 4.120. So this height is 4 point, this height, this one is 4.120, which we have calculated earlier, and we have this AX also. So we will calculate uh, this one GX over AX. So we'll calculate GX over AX, GX. So GX over AX, this will be equal to tan of theta, and theta is what? Theta is between the diagonal and the base. This will be our theta value. So Gx is 4.12, so we will write here Gx is 4.12, and Ax we just found 13.64, and this will be equal to, otherwise we can keep as it is, and theta will be equal to tan inverse of 4.12 over 13.64, and now we can directly calculate shift tan of fraction 4.12 and divided by 13.64, and this will be equal to 16.80. This is equal to 16.80, so our answer will be 16.8 degrees. This will be the theta value. Now question number 10. This is a functions question, and functions are easier section, so we'll quickly cover this. F of 3 we'll have to just replace. F of x is given, g of x is given, h of x is given, and j of x is also given. Find the value of f of 3. So f of 3 we will replace, f of 3 we will replace in this one, and this will be equal to 3 squared plus 1, which is equal to 9 plus 1, which is 10. So answer will be 10, 1 mark question. G of f of 3. Now we have f of 3 which is 10. So we can find g of f of 3 means what? G of 10, and g of 10 will be what? 1 minus 2 into, we are replacing in this, 1 minus 2 into 10, which is equal to 1 minus 20, which is equal to minus 19. So minus 19 will be our answer for this part. Then we have to find, after this one, after finding g of 3, we have to find g inverse of x. So g of x is equal to, basically g of x is equal to 1 minus 2x. So this implies we can write y is equal to 1 minus 2x. We'll make x as subject. So we can write 2x is equal to 1 minus y. So x is equal to 1 minus y over 2. Now we can swap x and y. So y will be equal to, which is basically g inverse of x, will be equal to 1 minus x over 2. This will be our final answer. 1 minus x over 2. This will be our final answer. Now next is find x when h of x is equal to 2. Now h of x is equal to 2, and we have to find the value of x. Now h of x is 1 over x. So 1 over x, h of x is equal to 1 over x. So h of x is equal to 2, it means 1 over x is equal to 2. It means this implies what? X is equal to 1 by 2. This will be our answer, which is equal to 1 by 2. So then comes g of x. So minus g of g of x. So first we will find this. These are basically the composite functions. So first we will be finding this portion, which we can find g of x we know is equal to what? G of x is this one, 1 minus 2x. So we will write 1 minus 2x into 1 minus 2x, this one, minus g of x, g of x. So 1 minus 1 minus 2 of 1 minus x. So we can put brackets over here, basically this one. Now this is what we have to find. So we can multiply 1 with 1, so this will be 1, then 1 with minus 2x, so it will be minus 2x, then minus 2x with 1, so minus 2x again, and minus 2x with minus 2x will be plus 4x squared. And we will open the internal bracket first, so 1 minus 2 plus 2x, and then we can simplify 1 minus 4x plus 4x squared, and then we can simplify internal things, so it will be 2x minus 1, 2x minus 1, and this will be 1 minus 4x plus 4x squared, and open minus 2x plus 1. Now we can simplify. This will be equal to what? This will be 4x squared. We will write in descending order of power. So this one, and minus 6x, basically this will be uh, this one. This will be, we have done some mistake basically, and this should be 1 minus 2x. We missed 2 over here, so this will be basically 4x. So we can rectify it as 4x, and then when you will simplify, this will be 4x, and this will be also 4x. Now we can write it as minus 8x, and this will be plus 2. So this will be our basically the final answer which is required. We can copy over here, 4x squared minus 8x plus 2. This is basically 4 marks part and very important one. Now find h of x. So we can find h of x. So we know h of x is equal to 1 over x. H of x, basically I will write over here, h of x is equal to 1 over x. So h of x means what? We'll have to write 1 over x. So this will be basically equal to x, because this is fraction over fraction rule, so this will be equal to x. 1 mark question. Now find j of 5. J of x is given is equal to 5x. J of x is equal to 5x. J of x is equal to 5 raised to the power x, basically. So j of 5 will be equal to 5 raised to power 5, and 5 raised to the power 5 we can calculate. 5 raised to power 5 is equal to 3125. 3125. So this will be our answer, 3125. Basically we are done with this part and this part. Now j inverse of 2 we have to find. J inverse of 2, to find j inverse of 2, we'll write y is equal to 5 raised to the power x. This is basically our equation, so we have to make x a subject. For that one we will take log on both sides, so log of y is equal to log of 5 raised to the power x, and we can write it as log of y is equal to x log of 5. We can take x first, and then we can shift, we can make x a subject. This will be equal to log of y over log of 5, and this one can be written as basically uh, we can write it as x is equal to log of this over log of this, can be written as x value is 2. They are saying that j inverse of x, this is basically x. Now we can swap basically x y, we can swap. Y is equal to log of x over log of 5, and they have given that this is equal to 2, so we can write this is equal to 2. And further we will have to just simplify. Log of x is equal to 2 log of 5, and now we can write this as log of 5 raised by 2, and we can remove log, so x is equal to 5 raised by 2, and 5 raised by is 25, so our answer will be 25. Hopefully you understood this. Now h part is what? H part is g of x is equal to hg of minus 12. So g of minus 12, first we will be finding g of minus 12. We'll start from this side. So g of minus 12 will be equal to what? G of minus 12 will be 1 minus 2 into minus 12, because g of x is 1 minus 2x. So x we are replaced with minus 12. So this will be equal to 1 plus 24, which is equal to 25. So g of minus 12 is equal to 25. Now we can find h of g of minus 12, which will be equal to h of 25, and h of 25 we can find h of x is equal to 1 over x, so we can write it as 1 over 25. So h of x is equal to basically h of 25 is equal to 1 over 25. So g of x, they are writing g of x is equal to um, yeah, so basically j of x is equal to what? J of x is equal to 5 raised to power x. 5 raised to power x is equal to 1 over 25. Now we can write it as 25 raised to power minus 1. So 5 raised to power x is equal to 25 can be written as 5 raised to power minus 2. So this implies bases are same, so powers will also be same. X is equal to minus 2. So our answer will be x is equal to minus 2. So this will be the answer which we got. Last question is question number 11, which is 10 mark question, this A part, and 2 marks question is second part. This is 12 mark question. This is very easy question, basically sequences, and if we are concentrating on it, we can get easily. So this is like first term, second term, third term, fourth term, and basically 4 terms are given. We have to provide the fifth term, and also we have to provide nth term. So if we check, this is basically difference is what? Difference, this to this difference is minus 4. This one is also minus 4. So this will be 1 minus 4 will be minus 3. So our answer will be minus 3 over here, and we can find nth term. For nth term we have formula an is equal to a1 into plus n minus 1 into d, and d is minus 4. So first term is 13 plus n minus 1 into d is minus 4. Minus 4 will be in brackets. So now we can open this one. 13 plus, this will be not plus, this should be minus, because minus 4 will be multiplied with n, so minus 4n and plus 4, and we can write it as 17 minus 4n, and 17 minus 4n will be answer, nth term for this A. Now for B we can check this one. This is basically and this is like 1 cube minus 1. This is like 0. 1 cube, we can write 1 cube minus 1, which is equal to 1 cube will be 1 minus 1, which is equal to 0. This is the first term. and 2 cube minus 1 will be equal to 8 minus 1, which is equal to 7. This is 1 cube, 2 cube, 3 cube, 4 cube. This will be 5 cube minus 1. Now 5 cube will be what? 5 raised to the power 3 and minus 1 will be equal to 124. So this will be 124, and we will write here n cube minus 1. This will be nth term for this. So next is C. If you check numerator 7, 8, 9, 10, next will be 11. And similarly, if we check the denominators, this is 8, double of 8 is 16, double of 16 32, double of 32 is 64, and double of 64 will be 128. This one we got fifth term. Now we need the nth term also. For nth term we can write, we will be having sequence 7, 8, 9. So 7, for this one we can write formula n plus 6. N plus 6 will be for numerator, and for denominator it will be 2 raised to the power n plus 2. We can write the sequences separately and find basically this will be n plus 6 and denominator will be 2n plus 2. Now final part, B part, is this one. On one term in sequence C is P over Q. P over Q is C is this one basically. So P, next term will be what? Next term we are adding just 1 for numerator. So it will be P plus 1 for the numerator, and denominator will be what? Denominator will be basically double of the previous term, which is q. So double of that will be 2q. So numerator will be added 1 and denominator will be multiplied 2 to get next term. See, if from here 6 multiplied by 2 is 8 multiplied by 2 is 16, 16 multiplied by 2 is 32. Similarly, if we have denominator q, it will be multiplied by 2. We are done with the paper. Hopefully you understood each and everything, and don't forget to like the video, subscribe the channel, and if you want to get more videos of past papers, of topic videos, then subscribe the channel and press bell icon also, so that you will be getting notification for incoming videos. Also recommend this channel to your friends and class fellows and classmates so that they can also get benefit of it, and introduce this channel to your respected teachers. Thank you very much for watching. Take care. See you next time.